Three, two, we're live. What's up, everybody? How's it going? How you doing? This Christmas, New Year's season time, end of the year type of situation. How does my voice sound? I want to know. We're going to talk about the past. We're going to talk about the present. We're going to talk about the future today. And hopefully you guys can hear me. My voice may sound different. I don't know. Hopefully it does. I don't know. Hopefully it sounds better. I got a new mic. We'll talk about that. So hopefully let me know what you think. I'll have to listen to this, and it depends on how close I get to the mic. This is me being very close to the mic, and maybe it's not nice to listen to. And then this is me a little further from the mic. Maybe I should set things different so I'm kind of more directly in front of the mic. But that's the thing. How do I do it? How do I do it? I don't know. I just hooked it up just now. So so yeah. I don't know. Anyways. Oh, goodness gracious. It is Thursday. I'm sorry I didn't come in today. I wonder if there's a volume thing on the mic. I don't know if that's for headphones. Is that for headphones or is that's the mic gain? Turning it up, turning it down. I think that's for the mic gain. I don't know if there's a way to turn up the audio. Here, let me see. On my headphones. There might be. So I gotta read the instructions or something. But it's a nice USB mic. We'll talk about it in a minute. But looks like we got a couple people in here. Let's see. Also known as Daniel McGinnis says, "Good morning, Marsh. I got a new website." That's cool. That sounds awesome. Oh, you know what? I can put this way I can talk more directly into the mic. If I put my phone, I got my phone in front of me so I can see the comments on YouTube. I gotta make sure I don't turn the audio on though. Subscriptions. Oh no, that's not what I want to do. So I got to turn the volume down and then click on the video, and then I'll be able to see le comentarios. What you guys see. All right. So what's up, Daniel? Of course, it's still kind of weird. I don't know the way I have it set up. Let's see. All right. Sideburns says Robert Johnston hooked me up with a cheap domain a month. That's awesome. That's so super awesome. And he's so good at Robert is always awesome at being like, hey, I'm gonna help you guys out. Check this out. Do this. If you do this, it'll be cheaper. All that kind of stuff. He's awesome. So that's cool. What's the name of the domain? I'll put a link in the descripciones. Or is it not set up yet? Also, the Wildcat PDF will get an update. Okay, cool. So what's that mean? There are gonna be new comics? And Frank's here. What is up, Mr. Frank? We got he's saying the Wildcat PDF is being updated. And then Frank says, does your headphones have a volume control? That's what I'm wondering. No, the headphones don't, because I have the headphones hooked into the microphone because I wanted to see if I could hear what you guys are hearing, but I don't know. It doesn't seem to be I mean, I do hear it, but it's not like super great. Um, your audio sounds good. Okay, cool. That's cool. I'm gonna definitely have to check, against the other videos as well, and see. The other comic guy. Hello, Marsh. How you doing? Thanks for coming by. Yeah. So I appreciate the you guys coming in, hanging out with me. And yeah, I don't know. Let's talk about the past, the present, and the future of I don't know, of comics, of your life. You know, this is gonna be like a group effort today. We're just gonna chill out, relax, enjoy, and what's going on with this cord? Is that just tape? Sorry, I'm kind of all over. See, now my arm was blocking the mic, and I could hear a noted difference. I don't know. That's good or bad, maybe. I don't know. All right. So I'm curious. Let me know, like, what did you guys get for Christmas? Did you get some stuff? I got some stuff, which is pretty cool. Uh, and I'll show off some of the stuff I got. Um, Not much. I didn't. I mean, I got good stuff, like, and I gave some cool presents too. I think the most fun part of Christmas sometimes when it comes to the gift giving is actually giving the gift sometimes, like surprising people with like something cool or whatever. That's always fun. So, but I was surprised. I didn't really, I kind of didn't, I don't know. I'll talk about it in a sec, I guess. But um, yeah, I'm curious, what did you guys get and what was like the highlight of your Christmas? Hopefully it was a one and you enjoyed time with family and stuff and it wasn't like times that happens too, which it is what it is. It's what we have to do sometimes. um but yeah, this is non-related to Christmas. I just bought this at one point. Dead Cell, Mark Wagner, Skullmore Press, second printing. I don't really know what it is exactly. My friend Will, that I've talked about, I went to the convention with him recently, and it came with this sticker, which is really cool. He suggested this person's stuff, and I liked what I saw in the comics. So it's got a really cool art style. I have not read it yet. Let's see. I should take it out from under. I didn't really set things up very well today. Here we go. This should be a little bit better. I'm trying to figure out my lighting situation too. I actually messaged Dede today to ask about it, like what she does. And I know Sideburns was telling me I should get like some kind of matte type of thing to go underneath. But I like how this wood looks though. Like I like the nice wood desk too. So I don't know, man. But I could do like an a focus thing instead of autofocus. And then let's see, what else can we do? I'll try to see. I always try to do stuff. That's a little bit better, or maybe not. Saturation kind of blows it out. Sharpness, that's kind of nice. What I think I need to do too is I need to pay for the 4K stuff or whatever. Got cords all over the place. Do. I don't know why there's a shadow there. I wonder why. I guess that's coming from the camera stand. So maybe I got to figure out a different. Sorry, I'm like playing with my setup here. Maybe this will be a little better if it'll take it out of the shadow. Maybe no, that doesn't seem to do it. Huh. Oh well. We'll figure it out one of these days. But Dede said I should use daylight lights or whatever, like I think the natural daylight lights or something. So, anyways, so this is Dead Cells. And I don't know, I like the art. It's cool. And it looks like it could be a cool story. It involves cell phones, apparently. There's seems like cell phones are prominently in what I'm seeing in the visuals. I like the style. It kind of looks like a old school sci-fi. I don't know. I don't know what you would call this style. Maybe a little bit of a pop art. I don't know. A graphic style. I don't know. It's hard to like, I guess, but it looks fun. I dig it. Whatever it is, whatever you would call it, this almost looks like a collage type of thing. So yeah, and it's playing with some interesting colors. Like the color work is really nice. It's going for that like old school like comic book feel as far as like some of the dots and the textures and color. So yeah, looks pretty interesting. Makes things.com. Mark with a C. I'll put it up here. Let's see if we can kind of get some focus. Kind of like Marsh makes art things. .com. Let's see if I can get the focus better. There we go. Mark makes things at gmail or .com. So check that out if you see more of what's going on with this comic. Like some collage work type stuff going on here. Oh, I think this light might be casting the shadow. Ah, there we go. That's better, sort of. At least shadow. There's some brightness that maybe looks better a little bit, sort of, kind of. I don't know, guys. One of these days I'll get things working. But hey, I got a new mic. Maybe that's better. And the mic is kind of, let's see if we bring it closer and a little out of sight. Ooh, that might be better. It sounds better here to me. Ta-da-da. All right. Cells. I dig that. And this is just, I might do some drawing from this tonight. It's just basic anatomy for the manga artist. I mean, I don't know that I'm a manga artist. I'm a comic book artist, but manga means comic book, I think. And but it's just like super simple anatomy stuff a little bit, like just drawing like skeleton here and like a basic body, not the superhero type stuff, but then it goes into the muscles and stuff, and just something to draw from to learn a little bit. And it's got the female and male figure from different angles. It's something. It's not, it's just another anatomy book, but it kind of explains things pretty simply, which is nice. And I don't really feel like I want to like be super pro anatomy dude who knows perfectly, but that doesn't mean I shouldn't try to at least get an idea and practice a little bit, so I don't know, maybe I'll draw from that. I just grabbed it because I'm like, I don't have a lot to show you guys like to this week, so yeah, maybe I'll grab it. So this is Le Mike, and I'll get to the live chat in a minute here. So it's a blue Yeti X, I guess. Even though it's black, but yeah, fancy smancy. It's got this nice stand. Yeah, I don't know what it looks like. It's heavy duty. And my mom bought it for me, so she hooked me up. She hooked me up this year. Holy cow. Magda hooked me up with some cool stuff too. And what else? Yeah, I don't know. Let me know how it sounded. Sounds pretty good, so that's cool. Um, what else? I don't know. I'm happy because this is the thing. I didn't expect like somebody to buy me a mic. I need a mic for doing the YouTube stuff. I've needed one. I mean, I have bought like mics, but not like good, decent ones. I cheap route because I can't afford stuff sometimes. And this is like something that was on my like Amazon wish list, and but my mom bought like the nicer versions. She did some like research, and so this should be sounding pretty good, I think. I know that a lot of YouTubers and podcasters use these Yeti mics, so I think there's something to it. And I have done some research at times and stuff. So, and I'm glad it's like on the desk type of thing, uh, because it just makes things simpler. But my mom also bought me like this mount, but I don't have, well, I think I actually do have the arm where I can mount this to the arm, but I gotta look through my stuff because like I have the stand right here, a mic stand, but I don't remember if I think I might need to buy another. Not expensive or anything, but yeah. So, boy. So I could put it like maybe hang it or something. So it's not like it's always right there, but it's not like I gotta look at the settings too, because I don't like not right now. I think it's a thing where you have to like talk directly into it because I can hear it change as I move my head. But maybe like I know that there's certain different. I mean, being in music, I know I kind of learned a lot about mics, but at the same time, I'm kind of dumb about them too because they're just not the sexy thing to buy. They're not the thing that like I get excited to buy. They're like they're kind of an afterthought, and they shouldn't be for me. I can see I'm already, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. It's supposed to be a work desk. I bought it. I want it for these uses. It is what it is. So another thing my mom hooked me up with is this case um, for my markers. And the cool thing about it is, and she bought me like 3 packs of Copic markers. So these flesh tone ones, some of these aren't from that set, but these little tiny ones are flesh tones. Then a whole gray set. I have my own ones mixed in here as well. And then these ones as well. Some of these ones were part of the other set. So I mean, this is all my alcohol markers, but they're all different brands. There's Copic, there's all kinds of stuff. Some of the Copics are ones that I've bought in the past. I feel like I'm missing some though, but I don't think so. But anyways, I have to reorganize this though too because it's not the way I want it. I have a different idea of how I'm going to do it. But the thing that's cool about this, and she didn't know this, but with alcohol markers, you're supposed to store them on the side, and this totally works that way. Like, and it's like this weird like pentagon. Is it 1, 2, 3, or what's a 6-sided hexagon thing? So yeah, it totally. And there's also this like little spinny do thing. So I haven't hooked it up to that or anything. I guess I don't know if you really have to hook it up. Maybe just sit. Oh yeah, it came with like these glue thingies. So yeah, it kind of swivels and stuff. I haven't set things up yet. All I did was throw my markers in it. So I got my markers to sit sideways. So that's really cool. That's something I've really needed. And I don't have like tons of markers. So this is like plenty of room, for me. for now. And if I need more, I can just always buy. I guess I'll have to keep the pamphlet or something. It just says art organizer. I'm not sure where she got it. Let's see. Yeah, there's nothing that I'm seeing that says exactly where she got it, but hopefully I can find where that is. Another one if I need to expand, which maybe I should just do anyways, because I do have like brushes and other things, but not everything sits in here perfectly well. It's definitely better for markers. I don't know. It's pretty cool. I dig it. Pretty cool, right? So I'm happy about that. These are things that I like needed that I didn't realize like people would actually buy. I don't know, when you're an artist, when you're a musician, when you're into doing this stuff, um, a lot of times the people in your life, they're like they support you, but they're not like into all the geeky aspects that you're into about the thing. And they won't really know what to get you unless you like directly tell them. So another thing I did was I literally wrote a list, and I have my like Amazon wish list, and lo and behold, that was a good idea because then people bought stuff that I actually needed or wanted. That's pretty neat. And I also got like some cool clothes and some really awesome slippers and stuff, different things that'll be useful. So I don't know. It was a pretty good Christmas. I feel blessed. I feel happy. I don't expect nobody needs to get me anything. Like I can buy my own stuff, but it's nice that people think of you. So that's really cool. Um, two other things I got. Well, I traded some of my equipment in. And this is like not comic book stuff, but but you guys might have kind of seen some of my music stuff because I post music on my Instagram sometimes. So I got this module. It's Modbap Modular Trinity and Modbap Modular Performer, and these have like arcade buttons that light up. Actually, I can turn it on, so that's kind of cool. So these two are new additions, and this is a drum module, and it's just really cool. It's really awesome. So yeah, I'm really excited about these. I've been having fun messing around with those. So yeah, I got cool stuff this year. That's for sure. I feel blessed. So if you're watching, Magda and Mother, thank you once again. And I don't know. Thank you guys for supporting me and hanging out with me. Again, I'm curious, what did you guys get? How was your Christmas? Do you have plans for New Year's? Let's talk about it. I see there's definitely comments, so let's get into that. And I guess I will break the sketchbook because I don't have like much more outside of that to talk about as things to show off and whatnot. So we'll put this bad boy over here, break El Sketchbooko out, and maybe I haven't even used the Copics that I got yet. Also that she bought me the Flesh, the gray tone Copics, and this was the other set. Now I'm remembering. She bought me some cool multi-liner Copics. So that's awesome. Like she went all out, hooked me up with some cool stuff. So I think there's more in that pack. There's at least one more. But yeah, that's what she got me. So that's exciting. Those are good multi-liners. So let's get out the sketchbook and we'll get to the chat stuff here. Last time I was drawn Ninja Turtles. And this time, I don't know. All I think about is Ninja Turtles when it comes to comics these days. I'm into it, yo. All right, let's get to the chat real quick here. Ooh, we got a lot of people hanging out. Thanks for hanging out with us. Let's see. Do do do. Talking amongst each other a bit. Frank says, I got some coffee mugs, a new pair of sneakers, and a new phone. Oh, nice. Also, cookies and candy. Yeah, the sweets. Oh boy, the sweet. Right? Definitely having my share of that this year. Let's see. Sideburns says Daniel McGinnis, also known as Sideburns, says I got 2 gift cards, a gaming desk, and some Gundam figures. Oh, that sounds awesome. That sounds really cool. No art supplies like I wanted. Oh, get a cool box I can store stuff in. All right, there you go. That's cool, man. I'm realizing that you need to let people know exactly what you want when you're an artist. Like I said before, but maybe you did, and you know, but hey, it is what it is. Hopefully, you're able to get some like some art supplies and stuff soon. There's good deals at I don't know, Michael's. I get a lot of stuff at Michael's, so I don't know. I'm sure you know all about that. Um, the other comic guy, I got a hunter axe from Sweden. Wow, that sounds cool. Nice. Are you gonna hunt with it? I don't know. I don't know. Obviously, a hunter's axe you would hunt with, or is it just for show? It's probably just for show. We're living in the 2000s, right? Um, but some people do hunt. Frank says, I spent Christmas with a friend and his little girl. They want to do a mini comic based on their. So we were going over their ideas. Oh, that's cool. I'll probably do the art and the story will be theirs. All right. That sounds great, man. Awesome. The other comic guy, my last axe broke cutting down the. So my wife found a pretty impressive replacement. Oh, wow. Nice. What's up, Drew DeRose Art? How you doing? Thanks for coming by. Dina Myers, hello. How you doing? Thanks for the heart. Heart back at you. Let's see. Yeah, Mark makes things. Marsh makes comics. Oh, and blah. Dan, once again, tell me what that URL is, and we can put it in the description so people can check out the website. What's up, Adam? How you doing? Thanks for coming by. Farmer Fox, phone battery at 10% will stay as long as the battery lets me. Oh man, I got mine charging here. You gotta charge it. Gotta charge it. Adam is here. He has entered the building. What building? I don't know, but my arch friend, Adam. Interesting way to put it. Hey y'all, thanks for being here now. Hey, you're welcome, and thank you for being here. That looks like a cool book. Manga Anatomy. Yeah, Manga Anatomy. It's by Christopher Hart. Basic Anatomy for the Manga Artist. You need to start drawing authentic manga characters. But it goes through like kind of realistic for stuff that's less than superhero, kind of proportions with muscles, and it goes through them pretty good, and I don't know, it's a good thing to draw from and practice and learn, right? What does the fox say? Fun tune if you not heard it yet. Oh, I think everybody's heard that tune. What's the fox say? It's been a while though. Fancy mic, bro. Yeah, man, totally. Hopefully it sounds awesome. Let's see. Your connection is cutting out just slightly here and there. That's crazy. Do you ever have issues on your end, Adam? Because I'm actually literally connected straight to the wall. So I don't know. Is anybody else noticing that? Or maybe it is me. I don't know how the internet works, but yeah, love that tune. I mean, you are Farmer Fox, so you should love that tune. What's the fox say? Oh, goodness. Oh, okay. See, Frank's seeing it too. There's a slight robo twang, but it's not consistent. I only heard so far. It could be feedback. Maybe my head back or something with the headphones and all that, or maybe something else is picking up. I don't know. It's hard to say. Whoa, it has a green ring thingy. Yeah, I'm not sure maybe you're talking about the mic. Oh yeah, the mic has a green ring thingy. Maybe it's turned up too loud. Maybe that's a little better. I don't know. Do 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 do. Turn it down a little bit, and hopefully it doesn't distort. I turned it down. Maybe that's pretty cool mic. I like that it has a voice level monitor. Yes. Ooh, and my only thing is how do I monitor it in such a way that I can hear what you're hearing? Which I guess I could just plug into there'll be a delay though. It's hard to do that. I was gonna say I could just listen to the video as I'm recording the YouTube video, but I mean I do have like kind of, music equipment here. It's not like the typical mixer situation and interface, but it kind of is. But I don't know. I connect it in like so many different ways that I kind of forget it. uh, your mom hooked you up, man. I know, right? She loves doing that, though. Like, what can I say? I tell her she doesn't need to get me anything, but she does. And she has fun doing it. So, hey, I'm not going to spoil her fun. uh, 5% light dimming. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that's a cool storage thingy. Yeah, I think so. I'm digging it. Let's see. Sideways stackable storage sounds super dude. Yeah, and I've been trying to figure out like a good solution, and this is a good solution, at least for what I got for now. And maybe I'll add to it if I need to. We'll see. Frank says, I've been looking for basic soundboard so I can have better sound in videos, something that I don't need to learn quantum mechanics just to use. Any recommendations, Marsh? Let's see. And that's the thing, like, it's like I'm kind of smart at, I shouldn't say smart with audio, but I kind of don't at the same time because I've never been like a super big gearhead. Like I used to make all my music in like programs and rarely did I buy anything. And it's not all the synthesizer stuff that I'm kind of into the gear a little bit, but even still to it like a music engineer would be into it. So I'm also not trying to learn quantum mechanics. I just want to be able to do the things I want to do specifically. But usually there's so many different interfaces or like little mixer board. I mean, honestly, what I would do, and this is gonna sound like I'm giving you advice, and I wish I could say differently, but I would actually go to like, you know, those YouTube videos that say like, what's the best mixer to use? What's the best mic to use? And that's probably how I found out about the Yeti Blue mix in the first place. And then I just put it on my uh, wish list, and then my mom decided to buy me a mic, but then she got me like a better version of that same mic. So yeah. But I'm trying to see because usually there's one little piece of gear that I could show you that actually might be helpful. Not using it right now, but um, it might not be the perfect thing. But what's it called? Usually it's like nearby too. Oh, maybe it's over here. Here, let me take a look real quick. There we go. Found it. Of course, I covered the name of it with a sticker. So it's not zero control. That's something else that I really love, a piece of my synthesizer gear. Um, but it's covering the logo that it really is. But this is a Scarlett, um, in Scarlett Solo, and there's other ones that are even better. This is like probably one of the cheaper ones. But you put your head, you got it's got a headphone thing here. You can directly monitor. I should be doing that maybe with the. You can use USB-C, or you have line outputs. This isn't that crazy, trust me. And then there's an input right here. You could just put the jack in here, or you can use like the old school microphone jack thing. I say old school, but it's not really old school. I think it's LR. But this is like the typical one that comes. And there's, volume control for this mic and volume control for, whatever you have going into this one. So there's two places to put audio in, or a microphone in. And then headphone out, and then this comes left and right out for stereo. USB-C connected to your computer, and do it that way. And yeah, it's pretty simple. And they have other devices, and these are relatively not too expensive. They're by Focusrite. I don't know if you can hear focus, right? On the focus thingy. Let's see. You can kind of see it there. It says Focusrite like right at the top. And the Scarlett, there's a lot of different kinds of these like little Scarlett things. And these are pretty good. And they're not usually, I don't think they're too expensive. I mean, you got to make investments to get stuff up and running. The other thing you could do, you can also get cheap just mixing boards, like small cheap mixing boards. I don't know what kind of microphone you have. But I mean, honestly, your best bet really is just to have a USB mic. That's what I'm literally doing right now with this mic. That's what I wanted for our uses. Like if you're like in a studio setting, then maybe not. I mean, they're really good mics, but it's the only thing is like the USB connection. You might have some issues with. I mean, it works. People do use USB for studio recordings and stuff, but it's not like it's just a little less reliable, I guess, than connecting it like through interface. And that's the name for these things, is interface, or things that connect your computer to audio or recording equipment, to microphones, to headphones. It's just an interface. But you also might hear the term just mixer or whatever. So, and you said soundboard thing is a mixer. Something that I don't need to learn. I mean, so that's my best recommendations outside of just plugging the USB straight, USB microphone straight into your computer, you know. So I don't know. There's so many solutions. It's insane. That's the part that's tough, is like picking one. And really, if you like one person's recommendations and kind of go with it, it should level up your audio and stuff. So yeah, that's the best. Sorry if it's not the best answer, but that's about what I can do, I think. Um, what's up, Seven? Shalom. How you doing? Thanks for coming by. Music and Art Incorporated. I love that name. What's up, dude? How you doing? Let's see. Dina Myers. I've recently joined Islam, so chose to gift my very young nephew a library card to open up a whole host of opportunities to him. Someone said it is the best gift. I mean, if you don't have a library card, I mean, I don't have a library card, but it's probably a different situation. But I mean, yeah, it's like an awesome gift for somebody who doesn't, if, especially if they don't have a lot of access to books. Like books are the bomb. Like, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Library and being able just to go to the library and be quiet if you need to and kind of study things or whatever, library can be a great resource. So hey, that's not a bad idea to instill a love of book. And that is a gift in and of itself. Like that's a great gift just to do that. So that's pretty cool. I like where your head's at. That's really neat. Let's see. Frank says, "Yep, I posted my WhatsApp status that I can always use new art supplies. I even posted suggestions. Nothing. Buy my own supplies. It's just nice to get stuff I use." Yeah, yeah. I feel you, man. It is. And honestly, like I said before this year, a lot of times I just was like, they're just gonna get me clothes. It is what it is. And just I accepted that probably people will try to get you art supplies, but then they get you like stuff that it's like, I mean, I'll use it, but it's like it's not necessarily the type of stuff I need necessarily, because they don't know. How would they know, unless you tell them? But it sounds like you let people know, and they still didn't get you anything. So that sucks, man. I hope you have better luck in the future with it. Maybe this is like a fluke year for me, and then next year I'll just get weird stuff again. I tend to get so much clothes too, and it's like that's great. I mean, we all need clothes, right, and stuff. But I feel like I have too many clothes at this point. Um, all good on the connectivity here. Okay, well that's good. I guess it's hard to tell. You never know. Everybody's got different situations, and it might be. I don't know. It's hard to say. Let's see. Okay, cool. So we are caught up with the chat for now. Let's see. I don't know. I'll probably just do some sketching here, and yeah, I don't know. Let's talk about some stuff. To draw, and I don't even have a pencil. I mean, I do. Got plenty of them, but maybe I'll just draw from comics. I have this. I was using. Oh, here's my thingy dingy, the travel thing that I use even in my studio. I end up just using what's in here. All right, so we'll start off with type stuff, and maybe we'll turn it into, I don't know, some kind of little piece or whatever, just a little sketch type stuff. Nothing super fancy, but all right, so yeah, I'd like to hear more about you guys. What's your plans for New Year's? And how was your Christmas? Did you give any cool gifts? Like, yeah, let me know. And what's your, like, this is 'tis the season, right? For I don't know, for thinking about the past and the future. Um the Let's practice drawing from some Kirby. Why not? All right. So I'll just do some sketching for a little bit. I'll turn it into like drawing an actual thing. Um, so like I don't know, like what are your plans for 2023? You know, um, I think one thing that's good is to also not only look towards the future, but at this time in the year, like I mean, you could do it at any time in the year, but at this time in the year, evaluate where you're at, and any form of self awareness, I think is a good thing, right? It's kind of here. Let me try to keep the mic here. Let's rearranging a little bit so that the mic is more in front of me. Do you guys hear like a big difference when I'm like in different positions? I'm sure you do because, like I said, I'm kind of monitoring it myself. And oh yeah, here we go. You can get some ASMR because now I got the microphone pointed down. Do you hear that? Let's get the mic point. Oh, sorry. Oh yeah. Listen to that. I need to get an eraser and erase. Yeah. We're getting weird here. Oh, yeah, I don't know. It's like just being self-aware and whatnot is always a good thing. And trying to be honest, with yourself. It's not always easy to do. We're all human, and sometimes we like to think the best of ourselves. Sometimes we like to think the worst of ourselves. All kinds of different things happen. But I'm trying to get like, all right, let's get the gesture. Remember to do the gesture first. Uh, Vibe going here, and then you do form. Of course, practice Kirby and his crazy situation. Like, but he was good at it. He was good at faking the funk. He knew how to like bring a believable, you know, an illusion of depth and all kind of foreshortening, all that fun stuff. So I can't claim to be as good as Mr. Kirby himself, but I can practice. I can copy him, try to learn from him. So, really interesting design. Like I like how this this leg like is inside and the arm comes around like this. So it's like there's no tangent here, but it's still like drawing a tangent by accident, but he doesn't actually have a tangent in the drawing. Um, I'm just drawing this Sandman figure right here. So you see how like this leg is there, and then the arm comes around, and there's no tangent here, which is nice. And there's this leg is smaller because it's further in the back. This one's bigger because it's coming forward. I think this right here is kind of off with the perspective a bit, but it is what it is. Yeah. So, um, yeah, self-awareness is a good first step. Looking at the past, seeing where have I come from? Like, what was my progress this year? What was my lack of progress this year? For me, it's been a lot of lack of progress, but there's been some progress too. Being fair with yourself, not being too hard on yourself, tough enough to like look at reality and kind of make a fair evaluation, but just not being too tough on yourself too. Like there's no reason to beat yourself up. Like it's not going to help the situation. Taking responsibility, being to take the responsibility to be aware for what you did and didn't do, and then just saying, that's how this year went. How can we do better this next year? How can we replicate the same results if we feel like we've done a good job? There's nothing wrong with feeling like you've done a good job. Like if you have, you have. Cool. Um, you know, and then pushing forward, what are we going to do? What are we going to double down on? And what are we going to maybe avoid? That kind of thing. And also what makes us happy? What what are we doing that maybe is doing okay but isn't really bringing joy to what are we doing that's maybe it's productive but it's not, it's actually more harmful than good. Um but also like what are we doing that is making us happy? All that stuff. It's like take some time to think about that before, the new year comes in. I mean, I feel like I'm always evaluating that, but I don't know, like this time of year just gives you that opportunity to try to maybe think a little bit harder than you normally would, I guess. Does that make sense? I mean, I'm not saying anything you don't know, I'm sure. Most of us are adults. If not, we're at a point in our life and we've learned whatever we've learned. Um, so that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm thinking about like what's moves and where did I come from this year? And I definitely want to have creative output. One thing I've been talking to one of my friends about today even is like, you know, what role do I want social media to play in my and when I say social media for me that also kind of includes, YouTube and um how much do I want it to be part of my life? Is it as helpful as it seems like it should be, or am I kind of fooling myself type of thing, Am I actually doing more harm to myself health-wise, mental health-wise? Or is it manageable? Or do I just need to make some adjustments? Whatever, I'm not saying, do I need to take a break? Maybe that could be a thing, or maybe I just need to adjust my involvement in those kind of things. I know for me, it's always a question. It's always something I'm struggling a bit with. And is there other ways to do things than social media? That's kind of something I've been thinking about lately. Um, with the YouTube channel, like where exactly do I want to go with it? I mean, I have ideas, and one thing I need to look at is I've been talking forever about doing like edited videos, more proper edited videos and not the live streams as much. But the thing that's easy, the thing that I enjoy doing is hanging out with you guys and just talking and doing the live stream thing. So I think I've come to a conclusion that, well, I kind of knew already that those weren't going to go away completely because I'm not going to stop doing something, but like maybe I need to figure out like some kind of better situation as far as like if I do want to still try to pursue doing different kind of content, then I need to make it happen. I need to stop talking about it and do something about it. Um but I think for me is I need to build a routine and then protect that routine with everything I have. And it doesn't mean I'm gonna be perfectly doing the routine you have to be relatively malleable in life, but I need to make it a priority. I need a routine to come into play and it needs to be an important part of my life and how I conduct myself because one thing, how to be productive with comics and to stay productive, and that is, the 100 days of making comics type thing, that idea of like doing it every day for a certain amount of time at least, you know. Um so I need to find that routine again in my life, and with even the YouTube stuff, uh because it's not as like I'm not doing as good with it as I used to be doing. So, you know, also like to me music is some used to just do music or just do comics. Like there was a time where I lost sight of comics and just did music when I was younger. And then I got into the comics again and I kind of lost sight of the music but I've come to the realization that I need both in my life a little bit at least, so they're just both important enough to me to be involved in. So I know what my goal is for music right now. It's an album this year. That's like the main goal, I guess. Um as far as music goes, like the one thing I want to definitely accomplish, which I did that last year too, and I'd like to do it again. Uh, and that's, before half of the year is through, I want an album to be done. And I've been kind of working on that idea and stuff, and that's cool. Comics, um, I have a better idea of what I want to do now than I think I did a few months ago. I thought I had a better idea, but I just always get thrown for a loop with my comic attempts these days for some reason. But I think I definitely, the anthology to you guys about in the last episode or two. That's going to be the thing. And it's going to be short stories. It's going to be whatever, possibly bigger stories and stuff like that. So I got to do that. But also, I want to do more YouTube videos, like I said, that's more on the edited side. So I have to figure out how I can turn that into a routine, and it's like everything makes sense more for the music. The comics are the tough thing because the comics take a long time to do, where the music, it takes time, but it's like it's just less time intensive. So, it's a struggle. I got to figure things out. Curious, like what your guys' goals are for this upcoming year. And I know I kind of thing all the time, but I don't know. Maybe this is a different slice of it, hopefully. um, Again, I am curious, like how your actual Christmases went, and if you chance to celebrate. That's another thing, is we do need to take time to celebrate. Like we need to take time to celebrate. That's always a good thing, if you finished creating something. Um, but also, we need to take time to celebrate just going through life. Like, what did you do? Like, what did you accomplish this year, just in personal? And you don't have to tell me, like, I'm not asking you what your personal stuff is, but like, you know, think about it for yourself. Like, what was a thing that you learned this year that like greatly maybe changed how you look at things in life? Maybe there you came to some conclusions that you didn't know before that are going to help you along the year. And now, like, is it time to put the, what do you call it? Um the rubber to the road, I guess. I don't know why. I always want to say that little stupid metaphor and forget it somehow. But you need to like kind of start, like or get ready to start. And I don't know. For me, I wonder too is like learning more about myself is like I don't know if I'm so good at planning something and goal oriented things exactly, but I am kind of good at the routine, like thinking of it. My goal has to be my routine. And I have to remember that. I've come to that conclusion plenty of times, but myself of that because that's the thing that's the key for me. It's like the goal is getting into the routine. Once you get into the routine, like let the results, you know, kind of speak for themselves. I want my goals to be more project oriented and less content oriented. I think that's a thing that I struggle with that's really hard. I don't want to be focused mostly on content. I want to be focused on making the cool things that I feel like I have ideas for. Like that's what I'm inspired to do, you know. And some of those cool things are like, I mean, they technically all are content, but um some of those things are actually online content too, like so yeah, I don't know. And those things are just as cool as the actual like comic sometimes. But I do still need to and want to make a differentiate between, what like comic book content or making my music content versus making content for YouTube. Like for music, the content idea is easy. There's a big differentiator. Like for music, I'm making an album, and that's the real content, But um I also want to do YouTube videos because I have a separate music channel too, and I don't do much on there outside of shorts these days. Once in a while, I just post a short one or whatever. Nothing too crazy. If you're on my Instagram and some of that stuff, I don't post as much on the Instagram as I do on like my YouTube thing. And yeah, this is like a horrible drawing, by the way. It's no Kirby, that's for sure. Um, oh, you guys can't even see it. It's too bright. I'll try to do the focusy thing or contrasty thing. I don't know. Turn the brightness down. There we go. Oh my gosh. Goodness. Oh, Dee Dee's here, I see. Cool. Cool. See some contrast. No, I don't know. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to YouTube. Well, this I may even just ink this and color this though too. I wonder if these fine liners are water based or alcohol, water and Copic proof. Oh, okay. Sweet. Well, I mean, I guess of course they would be because they're meant to be used with Copics. All right, let's play with these pens a little bit. So we got a 0.1. Holy cow, that's small. I don't know that I'll ever need that, but well, it's not that but it's just so small. 0.5, 0.3, and 0.5. Oh, I have 2.5s. Okay. I wonder, I think this is a brush. I do have brushes too. What's this? Is this part of it? This is a Copic multi-liner brush, but this might be an old one that I had. That's really nice, actually. So, yeah. Let's get to the chat real quick before I go on and yammer. I don't know. What's the word? Okay, Frank was saying, cool, I'll look into it. I just use my headphones. They have a built-in mic, but I should get a regular mic. Well, a lot of people do that. I mean, and I see that you had to leave. But if you watch on the replay, a lot of people do use the headphone mic situation, and that's perfectly fine. The YouTubers who do that too. Did I get your URL? No, I didn't. Maybe where did you send it? Maybe you emailed it to me? Let's see. Uh, Messaged it on social media. There's a million ways to send stuff, so do, 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 do. I don't even know what email you might have sent it to. If you did send it to an email, let me know. Let's see. If it wasn't for my mom, I wouldn't have my drawing top I need. So I'm blessed that she supports my dream. That's awesome. That's awesome. That is so cool. Drew DeRosa Art, thanks for hanging out too, by the way. So I can relate with you, Marsh. Cool. Cool beans. All right. So we got Seven says, my thing is not up to date. All right. Will you do more comics of the cool characters you shared in your old sketchbooks, Marsh, like the hip hop looking one? I'm not sure. I mean, I'm gonna, explore those things, but I don't know exactly what I'm gonna be doing. I would like to do some of that stuff. So yeah, we'll see. I don't have things for sure. I mean, I have some ideas of things I want to do, but what's up, Dede? How you doing? Thanks for coming by. I don't know if you've been here the whole time or not, but I did say some things earlier. I didn't get the package yet. I actually checked right before the stream too to make sure, but I didn't. So just so you know, because I was hoping to share it a little bit. That would have been cool. But next time, let's see. Seven says, I'm trying to get like caught up on the YouTube on my phone. Revelation was 3 months ago. Reevaluation was 3 months ago for me, Marsh. Be focused, get working, get it out there because tomorrow is not promised to anyone. This is true. This is true. And that's definitely a big inspiration for me as well. So yeah. See, Dede, if you weren't here, I got this microphone. This Yeti blue microphone my mom got me. It's like fancy schmancy. Hopefully it sounds better. And anybody else who wasn't here too, my mom hooked me up with these, not all these copics, but like I got these fine liners and the gray ones, Copics, and these skin tone ones, and this, what is it, type of case, and I can put it on its side and stuff too. So it's perfect. Couldn't have asked for better. Like that, I didn't even ask for, but they got it for me, so that's kind of awesome. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that stuff. Let's see. Drew says, I'm writing down my goal and breaking it down to smaller ones. I mean, that's definitely something I've heard people give advice on, and I agree with it. Had to take a sip of the old water. Published my comic by April. Awesome. And put out more consistent YouTube videos. I need to make art my career. Me too. Me too. Amen, brother. Let's do it. Let's see. Seven's talking about something else. Even if it's being able to only work a job part-time and do my art the other half. Hey, I think that's a great transition goal too. It's always good to like think of like how do I transition from point A to point B. Some not diving fully into the thing just yet. I need to think about that too. Marsh, we can't see it. Oh, okay. You must have been talking when I had was drawing before. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. You can zoom in and out. For zoom in and out. You do it all the time on your stream. Why don't I ever zoom in and out? I can. uh, can I do your album cover or your single cover? That's really nice of you to offer. I mean, I always think that I'm gonna do it because, like, I'm an artist and stuff. But hey, maybe we could do like a collaboration. I don't know. I'm not sure what my idea is yet for it, for as far as the album cover, but it's gonna be a hip hop based album. I know that it's gonna be like a beat album. I mean, I have like a lot of ideas for different albums too, so maybe in the future too. But this one, I don't have an idea for the cover yet, but it's gonna be called Modular and I just got some cool ideas for the album, but not the cover yet. So yeah, and it's gonna definitely harken back to the '90s hip hop stuff. And I'm not sure if there's gonna be rapping. I know it's gonna be mostly, you know, music, be mostly instrumental, but I may get back into doing a little rapping now that I have this cool microphone too. Like, I don't know. That probably sounds better than anything else I got. I should use that. Um, ooh, I posted it 3 times. Where did you post it though? That's the problem. Sorry, I haven't seen it yet. And there's still time. I will still put it in the description. Uh, so yeah, we'll see about the album cover thing. Do make really good art, so that would be kind of neat. Uh, uh, only mods can post links. I can't post links, but aren't you a mod, Dede? I mean, I gave you a wrench. Doesn't that mean you're a mod? I don't know. I thought you could do that kind of stuff. I mean, I'd want to make you a mod. If I thought I already did. Let's see. Cool. Yeah, collaboration. That might be cool. Cool. So I'm glad you saw the stuff. Dumb iPad. Yeah, I get you. It's hard to type things in newfangled technological situations. Mm, okay, so Sideburns put it in chat, and I didn't see it. And I've looked at every single chat thing, but actual YouTube channel. I'll double check. I'm gonna look in the actual YouTube. Dede's saying you can't post it, but I think I could at least copy and paste it, maybe. Hopefully, video issues here. Ooh, I caught it. I caught it. Let's see if I can see the link. He posted it 3 times. Now I gotta scroll. Oh, here we go. Show. Click my username to make me a mod, and I'll post it. Sorry, I'm gonna see if I can find it real quick first. Okay, where are we? Yeah, Dede has a wrench. But she probably doesn't have the link. It seems to work. I just, I mean, if you could just say it, like, just type it as whatever.com, but don't type it like it's a link. Like, just say the name of the .com, and then I'll figure it out from there. You know. All right, so let's play around with some ink, and I'll get back to that in a moment. So, and yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, like I said, I am curious, more about like what you guys are up to. Some of you guys things already, so that's cool. Um, I guess too is like, where is like social media going these days? Where is comics going these days? Um, that's kind of part of it, but to me, I guess the thing I'm like really excited about is just that are in my imagination, you know? The albums, the comics, you know? Um, and I need to be more disciplined at that routine, right? So, and again, so I guess my goal would be like to get like, I don't one anthology out. That's for sure, you know. But I feel like once I get on a why I can't have more than one, I don't know how many, but like at least more than one, anthologies out. But just getting one done would be a great accomplishment at this point because I haven't been doing it lately, with the comic stuff. So, um, so yeah, that's kind of my goal. But by when? I think I need to think of a timeline for this. Uh, and also the YouTube videos, like freaking make it happen. I just need to put out one, that's not a live stream, just one YouTube that's not a live stream, and that'll. I think even just by doing that, I'll be back on my roll with doing stuff because getting there, almost sometimes. Yeah, I don't know. Let's check on the link situation again. Okay, so Dede can't post it because she can't see it. I guess it seems to work. That's what I've been doing. Huh. So weird. All right. I'm gonna add moderator. There you go. Post your link, and then I'll take the moderator down. I don't trust you as a moderator, but I'm just kind of. I got Nathan and Dede, and I'm with that. Um, so that's all. And Nathan isn't here. Good Christmas. And I know Dede, good Christmas. I've heard all about it on her live streams. So that's cool. We're going to have like a game night this weekend, and then it's like kind of go to this dance ball thing or whatever, which should be fun. So that's cool. So we're going to have some fun. Yeah, we're going to have a ball. So I definitely would like stuff done with the creative stuff this weekend, but it's been so busy. About you, but like holiday times are just so busy. And as much as I kind of enjoy them, I'm also kind of glad they're about to be over and we can just get to like regular business and get like there's so much stuff I got to take taken care of because it's like you just have so much stuff to do in the holidays that you kind of put stuff off, you know? And then tax season's coming up. Yay. Not to burden you guys with, the adult stuff, but yeah. Fun, right? I'm going to be trying to get a new job too. That's going to be fun. I've been working at the same place for 15 years. So it's a little bit nerve-wracking, I guess. But there's reasons that things need to happen sometimes. Sometimes you need a change in certain ways. Those things where it's like I'm kind of comfortable, but I'm not. It's still not the best situation for me. So I really need to stop letting myself just be comfortable, and make myself uncomfortable and go out there and look for, a new job. Fun. So I'm not really super looking forward to that process, to be honest. But you know, I would like to find a job and something different though. Like, and that's the thing. I don't have any like specifics really outside of like creative stuff. So I don't know. I don't know if it's possible to get like an entry level like graphic design job, but maybe I can find something where I can get my foot in the door and then maybe take some classes or something to I have taken some kind of graphic design classes in the past and stuff, but it's nothing I've like been super diligent about or anything. So, you know, I don't know if I could even just show them like YouTube thumbnails and just some kind of promotional stuff I've done for my own websites in the past and maybe in the door to get like a ground level job and then I don't know, kind of work. So I don't really want to work in, you know, manual labor the rest of my life. So we'll see. We'll see how it all pans out. All right, let's see if that link. I gave you the wrench, dude. Where's the link? All right, 7 says, oh, here, let me post the thingies and the thingies. Yeah, I know I can trust you. 7 says, some artists are leaving mainstream. More are going into independent comics because mainstream comics is becoming more woke. Yeah. There's that. Oh boy. I agree. I stay out of it too because it's just like not because I'm afraid, but just because I just want to make my stuff. I don't want to get into that game. So so apparently, I don't know. Still not working for Dan. I guess. I don't know how YouTube works. Links before and all that fun stuff. So I don't know what's going on. Oh. All right. So here's my little Kirby practice drawing. One of the things I love is like drawing with ink. Like that's one way. That's another thing is like how to be quicker with making comics too. Um, and there are kind of some ways. One way is to draw on 11 by 17 paper or don't go super big. And it depends on your goals. If that the style of comic you want to make demands you do that, then go for it. But I've made glyph comic um, uh, on small pieces of Bristol board paper, and I used a brush, and that I was able to get through those pages relatively quickly. And then I kind of did the same thing for the other glyph comics, but I kind of sizes, and there's a lot of different things you can do, you know. I'm like not doing a good job at this, but I'm kind of just practicing. This is not meant to be amazing or anything. do, 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 do. So, kind of ways to go quicker. Like if you if you like to draw with ink like I do, then you know, less work on the underdrawing, I guess. I don't know. It's tough because you want to put out a good thing. Like I'm going to be trying to level up, so I don't know. We'll see how that all works out. But I want to do better work than I've ever done before. But at the same time, I do want to be relatively efficient as well. So I love. I actually kind of like drawing with brushes. Brushes, I'm gonna break out the Copics a little bit too, and kind of do a rough coloring of this little ditty. It's kind of funny too when you're like copying like a comic book drawing because there's all kinds of oddball lines that like don't necessarily make sense, but it might be just like how interpreted by the anchor. And I don't know, there's so many interesting things that happen where just even these like folds, weird folds in the you know in the cape and stuff where Kirby had an idea of what he was going for more than, the end, like me copying it does, or, whoever inked it. I think probably Mike Royer or whatever. Is that his name? Mike Royer or something, who was one of his inkers. That he might have a different idea of what's interpreting in the drawing than Kirby intended. So this is where I should break out different pens because these lines are thinner. But see, that's the thing too, is I get kind of lazy. I don't want to like use different, stick with the one tool. Another thing is like it might to do things analog, it might be quicker to do things digitally. Like everybody's got different kind of like workflow. For me, I think it's quicker to go analog. There's too much opportunity to like keep trying to fix stuff digitally where um for me, like the options and the potential is too limitless that I get caught up in it, and then like I don't know, it just ends up being quicker if I can just do it. And I also really love the idea of like seeing the artist's hand and stuff, and digital you can definitely still have that, but some people almost have digital as a crutch in the way where they like perfect the drawing, and that's fine and all. Like that's cool that we have the opportunity to, but I mean I come from back in the, I feel like I'm more of the school of thought where it's like I want to see the weird ways Kirby draws hands that aren't really, you could tell he's not really using much reference. He's got like more than way too many knuckles and stuff on a lot of hands, and he's got this weird perspective, but it works and brings there's an energy to it, and that's kind of the school of thought I tend to be in. I don't want it to be perfection. I want it to be fun, you know, more than anything. The only realism I'm really interested in is like emotional realism, actual telling of the story, like the story, like the written story. So it doesn't have to be perfect for me. And sometimes you can like interpret like looking at like these inking and stuff like you can almost let you reinterpret it and be like, well, I don't know what he was doing here, but if the light is here and it's this kind of cloth, then probably this texture is going to be in there or something. And it's kind of a if you're an artist and you've drawn your own pictures, and if you work, especially if you've when you work from reference, you can figure it out. Like you can troubleshoot and say, okay, he might have been thinking this, so I'm going to go with that. Because it makes sense that this might be where his head was at when he was doing the pencils for this, even though it's not clear in the way the person penciled it that exactly where he thinks the light source is, or where the weight is supposed to be, or I don't know, all these just different kind of considerations when you draw stuff, in what proximity it is to the thing in the background. Like there's so many considerations that might be left up into interpretation. And I guess the traditional system of there's a penciler and an inker, which tends to not even be what's used anymore, but I'm copying somebody else's art right now, so I'm thinking about those kind of things. So yeah, this is kind of a very rough, not very good drawing from Kirby stuff. But I'm gonna try to get in there with some colors and just play with the colors. Why not? And next week, I aim to do. I'm messing up the lines because it's too wet. I shouldn't have erased in that spot, but whatever. Again, it's sketchbook. I don't really care that much. But next week, I aim to do my live stream on Tuesday. I wanted to do that this week, but I couldn't do it. I was not in the mode of doing a comic book live stream, on Tuesday. I couldn't. I had to just not do it. So sorry about that, but it's just my head was just not in the right. It wasn't anything bad. I just was like tired and I kind of had a bad day at work, or not a day that made me not feel so great or confident to get up here and do a video. So I just skipped it, and figured I'd do it Tuesday instead. I'll try not to do that. Like it's kind of I'm more of the way of thinking where like that's like how I normally think about things like that. But I don't know. Sometimes you just need to not. And that's what happened on Tuesday. So the plan is to be here again. But we'll see. We'll see how it all works out. So, and then like the artist might put in their details, but then you go in and kind of freehand the details. Like I don't know if that's good practice, really. But I do that with my own drawings. Like that's why I kind of like to draw in the inking stage more, you know. So I don't know. Let's see. I'll let this dry a little bit before I throw in some color. And let's see. I'll check the chat. Ooh, there's a lot of chat. Okay, they're trying to troubleshoot this troubling link situation. Adam says my brush work looks great. Hey, thanks, man. I'm on this Kirby page, and okay. I'm just having fun playing, I'm not trying to be serious, but I appreciate that. I'm kind of being messy with it though. Trying, but cool. I'm not trying to devalue what you're saying. I appreciate it. Let's see. Let's see. I feel like a tech support worker. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird how things are going here. Let's see. Marsh needs to make you a mod in the channel settings, not in chat. Huh. Okay. I don't know how to do that. Yeah, I mean that's how I did it, Sideburns. So I don't know why it's not working. Oh yeah, it's no big deal. Like I'm kind of, you know, this is how my live stream goes. I'm not, we're cool. We're not like trying to be like it's okay if things aren't like perfectly professional and stuff. Like I mean, I have my mic in the camera right here. Like it's that's like such a huge no-no, right? Usually. But I don't care. I mean, I'm trying. I'm here like trying to use a new mic, and it's supposed to be like sounding nicer. I'm trying to be more professional, but at the same time, I'm saying I don't care that much. Is it sideburns.com? I know, right? Like, isn't it just sideburns.com? Do do do. Yeah, her. Well, he's got a new website apparently, so that's why. Like, it might not be posted on his channel yet. The drawing looks great. Thanks, man. I like the loose brushwork. Thank you. I appreciate it. I know too, like the chunky inks. Yeah, it's I like to have that like I'm trying to learn how to spot blacks too. That's almost part of what I'm studying here. Like I want to be good at like putting in like cool blacks, like the blacks and Kirby was good at it for sure. Let's see. Do 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 do. Yeah, I mean, if it's not, is it Sideburns Studios? EJB says. If it is, I'll just go to that site and put the link in. Okay, so he says yeah, or he says yes to EJB. Okay, so let's see if it's Sideburn Studios. I'm gonna put that and see if that's what it is. Do 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 do. Burns Studios. All right, Sideburns. It doesn't bother me that like things are going funny. Like, oh yeah, there it goes. Awesome. So, like, the thing is like Dan, aka Sideburns, like he's awesome. He makes really cool comics and worth checking his stuff out. I've seen him grow and progress through the years, and I just love seeing that and seeing what he's doing. And here is his website in the chat. So definitely click that. And you know what? I'll put it in the description as well. And that reminds me, I forgot. the normal stuff I'm supposed to do before I do a YouTube video, which sucks. Oh well. Do. I'll fix that now while we're putting the link in there. And then I think that's fixed. Let me put the thing in the description. So when people watch the video, they can click on the link to Sideburns in the description. And Sideburns. Bam. All right. Save. There it is. So the link is also in the description as of now. So there you go. Check him out. Check him out. He's the man of the hour. And dude, check their stuff out in the chat. Like, look at their name, Google their name, click, do all that fun stuff because there's a lot of awesome people here. So yeah. All right. Let's see if we can get some coloring in flesh tones. Oh my goodness. So here we go. Going in with the flesh tones. Will there be issues with the ink? I don't know. It's made by Copic, so the answer should be no. Copic. How do you say it? Is it Copic? Is it Copic? I don't know. Tomato. Let's call the whole thing off. We watched Matilda the other night. A new musical called Matilda, and it comes from an old movie, I guess, and probably a play. I don't really know but that was a wild. I didn't even figure. I think I fell asleep, but watched a bunch of it, and that was wild. That was pretty wild. Entertaining, and yeah. All right, so I'm gonna have to like go through all these alcohol markers and see if they're okay still and which ones aren't. Hey, this one's okay, so that's cool. It's good because I need yellow and yellow over black pen ink. We'll see how good this does. Not scrub the black ink too much, but it's a little bit hard to fully avoid. Have any of you ever read this Sandman, the old Kirby Sandmans? Technically, this is like the Neil Gaiman Sandman comic off being based on, but like Neil Gaiman was going to kind of derive stuff from this story and write something, but they told him, according to what I read, they told him that they wanted him to just go his own direction with Sandman. And so what we have is a whole new take on the whole idea of Sandman. So yeah, this is picking up the inks here, but to be fair, I probably need to like fully let it dry, like real good. I think even with alcohol based or whatever, the ink's supposed to be archival or whatever, even with that, you still have to let it dry better than I did, but whatever. This is a sketchy McSketcherson, so it's going to be what it's going to be. You know? What else? Another thing too is like traditionally your comic, that would be another way to possibly like shorten up the kind of duration or what, or like how long it takes. Let's see. Do I have a Copic red? Nope. But I have other reds. Crimson. Oh yeah. This one. It's kind of a pinkish red. These old Blick Studio ones. And then I even have like old Prismacolors. Like I got these. Is this 2020? No, that's not right. Oh yeah, this to pick up a newer one. Here we go. Old school Prismacolor. Violet. Let's see what year this is. If it says. It doesn't say, but I wouldn't be surprised if I don't know, maybe the 90s? Probably not, but it might have been the 90s. Now that's red. That's comic book red right there. Might be a little too dark though, really, but whatever. And this is Dick Blick. And this is actually, the pants are actually supposed to go over here, so that was kind of a mistake. Do. I have to I'll probably forget to put this ink line here, so I'm going to do it now. The other thing you could do is color first. Before you put down the inks. But that's it feels like a weird way to work. Like I don't feel comfortable exactly doing that, so we don't do that here on this channel apparently. Really. Oh, Dede, if you're still here. I went to Barnes and Nobles, but apparently the sale is only a 2-day sale. So I went there and I'm like, oh, I want to get some hardcover stuff. And they didn't have that book, the one that you said that you're giveaway for. They didn't have it at that particular store because I was thinking about getting that for my mom. And I thought maybe I could find something else too that's like similar to that book, but I didn't see really anything. So that's kind of too bad, but that's all right. But I did go and try to see, but yeah, the sale was off. It was only a 2-day sale, and I missed it. And I went the day of your video too, but I guess it was the day before, so oh well. Next time. And I was almost gonna buy I wanted to buy Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles what's it called? The Last Ronin that they did. And if it was half off, I would have got it, but it wasn't. And I can actually, even today, I can get it cheaper on Amazon. So I skipped that. So I should have put the color on there first before I did that, but I'll do this other color first, and then we'll get back over there. He's got McDonald's colors. Who knew Kirby was designing Ronald McDonald? So I haven't read the Sandman stuff yet. I think the first issue and this issue. It's possible I have other issues as well. This is the 4th issue. I started to read it the other day and I fell asleep. I've been so busy, and when I do finally read, I'm like too tired. So, it is what it is. Oops. I'm not being precious, y'all. I'm not being precious. I'm not the precious type. And anything, if I was doing a serious thing, I still wouldn't be super precious because you can fix anything digitally pretty much. So I'm kind of cool with it. I'm cool with the mistakes. I may even leave them because I like. Oops, hit the mic. Mistake number 2015 billion and 76 jillion. Numbers aren't supposed to get big. Continue saying them. All right. That, yes. It doesn't look amazing, but hey, it's fun. It looks like a badly colored, badly drawn. I don't know. It's fun though. Hey, whatever. Let's see if I can make it look a little nicer. Brighten it up. Contrast. White balance. I don't know. Focus. Where's the focus? Ta-da! All right, that's about as I'm gonna get. So there you go. Not quite the original, but it's something. It's fun, right? Oh goodness. So let's get that focus back a little bit. Oh. All right. That's kind of okay. All right. So let's see what else is going on in the chat. Awesome, man. If that's what you're talking about here. I think it looks cool. Let's see. Now, is this the same website? Because it reminds me of the website you had. Yeah, you just changed. All you did was change the domain name, right? So sideburnsstudios.com. Good stuff. I think it looks good. I tried typing it out in words before, but the message disappeared. Yeah, it's probably some weird filtering thing. Oh well. A link fiasco is a great way to draw attention to your website. The suspense was killing me. Right. Okay, I'm taking a half nap. Thanks, Dede. Cope-ick is the way you're supposed to say it. Okay. Copic. Copic. I don't know. I still say Copic sometimes. Let's see. Marsh, were you asking? Yeah, what'd you get? You got anything cool? One of the books I got is The 5 C's of Cinematography. I know mine's like somewhere near here. I just saw it recently. Where is that, yo? Like, I need to like re-clean my studio. Let me just take a look over here if I can see it. Bam. I got. Let's see what stuff I still want to get. Tons of stuff. 5 C's of Cinematography, motion picture filming techniques. Yeah. One of those many books I need to read. Everything's in the way. Sorry about that. Cutting. I don't know. It's hitting the mic. There's a lot of cool things that would be fun to draw actually in here. Composition. That's the one I really want to look at is composition. Composition is like one of the most important to get good at. That really can help your comic book making. So yeah, I've heard people who make comic books suggest this book a lot, and camera angles. So like, yeah, it's. I mean, sorry for hitting the mic so much. I gotta still figure out my setup. So yeah, camera angles, continuity, cutting, close-ups, composition. There's the 5 C's. So yeah, it breaks it down pretty simply. So I guess it's I gotta like start reading this bad boy. Any of it, dude? Oops. Let's see. Goes without saying that I am applying it to comics. Totally. That's what you gotta do. One Punch Man colors with hair. Marsh. Was my hair in the video? Sorry. Oh goodness. Awesome. I like it more than the original. Oh wow. Thank you. I tried. I appreciate it though. Do do do. Robert has been a great help. He is always an awesome help for sure. Uh, yeah, I can't remember who recommended it, but it was some comic artist who mentioned it when I first heard of it. Yeah, me too. I feel like I've heard it a few times. So, well, I've been going for almost 2 hours here, guys, and I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful New Year's, a safe New Year's. And I hope all the best for you guys for next year's endeavors. And I'll see you next year on Tuesday. Next Tuesday. And thank you for hanging out with me and watching the video. Everybody on the replay, thank you as well. And I'm gonna get going, guys. It's been a fun stream. Thanks for hanging out. All righty.